We are back. We are back, baby. I'm back. Hey, check this out. Check this new feature out. I'm gonna try out this evening. I saw it on somebody else's channel. I saw them do it, so I said I'm gonna try it out. There we go. I got my meds in me tonight, so yeah, I can stand right here. I can take it tonight. Yeah. How's everybody? How's everybody? Everybody all right? Yes, indeed. What's up, Akish? You saw that, Akish? Yes, I did. Yeah, yes, I did. I went in there and took everything she said today. Keisha put a video out today, y'all. Did I? That thing was so hot, I was about to post it. I think I'm going to repost that, Keish. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. What's good, people? Ooh. Everybody. Hey, Martha. Martha's the first one in here. Colette. What's up, Colette? Ophelia. What's up, Ophelia? How you doing? Everything all right? Good. Tanya Wish You Woods in here. Is that you, Ayola? Ayola. What's up, Ayola? Beth Mikey. Will. What's up, Will Power? Will Power the Hour. Andrea Davis. Beth. What's up, Beth Mikey? She Barbie. Said it. How's everybody this evening, man? I'm glad y'all doing good, man. I hope you're doing good. Because that ain't an easy thing to do out here right now, man. It's not. Latu Haruna. Excuse me. How you doing? How you doing? Woo! There is Keisha. Keisha over there in the chat. Reconcile the Love. Then she started a new name on her channel. She on TikTok going ham. Hey, Keisha, we're going to have to start doing a live in on TikTok. Yeah. Yeah. What's up, Jeanette? Andrea. Beth Mikey. Kimberly Ortiz in the building. What's up, Dawn? You know, I had to. And then with the side angle, you can just see the emphasis that I'm putting on. You can see. What's up, Janita? Janita Joe is in the building. What's up, country girl with grit? Fred Goodman in the house. What's up, Renee? Kale is in the house. Kimberly Ortiz. Stephen Martin in the building. Renee Fernandez. South Jersey, near Philly. Yes, indeed. That's what we do. Yes, indeed. That's what we do, y'all. We're going to get it in on all areas tonight. We're getting it in on all levels. All levels. Cherylina. Miraculous. What's up, Gail? I see you beyond blessed. Come on, Cassandra B. How you feeling? Everybody good? Is everybody good? They changing this thing up every day, y'all. Yes, they are. They changing it up every day. Tonight. So. Because like I always do, right about this time, yes, like I always do, I'm going to shout out. Can I shout out sponsorship? Is that you in there, Ayola? Is that my girl? Ayola! Yeah, there it is. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I got some love back there from Patrice Bean. Danita Joe. Yes, indeed. And y'all already know. Drum roll, please. Calamity. Boss. Okay. Oh, man, oh man. Came in the freezer tonight. I said I took my meds. I'm going to see if I can sit in this chair for a little bit. Yes, indeed. Ooh. Feel like it's getting warm in this camp. How about that? Man. Ooh, where's my agua? Agua. Let me get my agua. Yes, indeed. Tanya, ooh, y'all don't want this. Y'all do not want that, man. Y'all do not want that back issue, man. Good gracious. And neither do I, man. It just ain't fun. It ain't fun. It make you feel different. Man. I'm telling you, man. And I've been kind of fighting it for a while. I'm doing as much as I can with it to stay off this operating table, a real talk. And, you know, we gonna see. Yeah, there you go. We gonna see what it do. Yeah, everybody check in, chime in. How y'all like? So guys, earlier today, I was looking at Keisha's page, Reconcile to Love, on TikTok. She's on TikTok, and man, she dropped a note, man, that I just had to go with it today. Whew, the narc apocalypse is here. And it is filled with chaos, confusion, and calamity. Good God. And I'm saying from every angle, guys, it ain't a person in here that isn't seeing what's going on, that's not feeling what's going on out here. You know, I mean, yeah, we're talking about, as this pertains to relationships specifically, but I want to just put it out there and let people know this isn't just about relationships. When it comes to narcissism, man, you're talking about relationships, you're talking about your finances, you're talking about world news, what's going on out here, how everything is going on. Man, we living in a world where, I mean, the title says it all. Chaos, confusion, calamity. This is the perfect breeding ground, the time, the space that we're in right now. It is the perfect breeding ground. The perfect breeding ground for narcissists. It is everything to them. This is where they thrive. This is what they've been looking for. This is the attention that they want. This is how they want it to look. You know, excuse me. This is how they want everything to be, you know, because guys, when you have confusion amongst the people, you look at the country we live in right now, most of us anyway, the confusion that's out here. Everybody is noticing the economy. How can you're not alive and breathing over here if you have not noticed what's going on in the economy. Okay. True Flower said 5 deactivated. Man, I'm telling you. Yeah, that's right, Sherry Cole. It's summertime. It's hot everywhere. Y'all notice how hot it is? Yeah, have you noticed how hot it is and how hot it has been? Like, it's just sticking in there. Storms every single day. Guys, I know right here where I live, it's raining almost every single day. And I mean torrential downpours, not just regular rain. It's crazy. And then the humidity afterward, it's hard to breathe in that mess. So you have confusion because we right now we're in a place where, you know, the economy, that's everything, you know, in this country. The economy, that's everything in this country. You know, how your money looking, that's everything in this country. You know, even when we try to play it down, no, you can't play it down. You can't play it down because it's running everything. And guys, I want you guys to start seeing this for what it is. Wow, tsunami warning, or wow, earthquake, storm, everything. It's just crazy every single day. And guys, again, all of this to keep your mind off your money, because yes, there's something happening with it. Yes, it is. Hey, Mo brother. Sorry about that, guys. Everybody come to the chat late. Thank you for coming in, doing what we do. But guys, yes, you have so many different aspects of what's going on out here. You know, and again, we're dealing with the daily confusion. We don't know what's going on day to day. The food prices are up. You know, energy prices. You guys checking out how with your electric bill looking like? That utility bill coming to your house? Yeah. Yes, indeed. I already done called the gas company and said, hey, man, we going back with gas over here. You know, because, yeah. Yes, indeed. I'm about to turn the gas on over here because, man, you're talking about, man, I mean, the utility bills. Good gracious. And guys, what y'all think all this heat means? You know, it's like, I'm gonna go ahead and say it, because I'm not even really about conspiracy. It ain't about conspiracy when it's actually happening. You can't really call it a conspiracy. You're watching the weather. We're watching the weather. We see what's going on. We see what's going on. Sweat you out during the day. You got to turn that AC on. It's unbearable to be in the house and you're inside your house 100 degrees. You can't breathe in that. So now your finances are being attacked like never before. You go to the grocery store. I think that it's cheaper to eat out than it is to go to that grocery store. I think it's cheaper to eat out than it is to go get groceries, man. Man, I tell you, I've noticed for a while now that groceries, I don't see anybody in the line with the cart filled up to the top. I haven't seen that in a long time. People going to the grocery store, you buying 3 or 4 items. You know, that's right, Beth. 1 bag of groceries, that's going to be $100. That's if you don't put no seafood in there and meats in there, you know. Yeah. I like that, Shock J. Meal prep and spend a day preparing it. Yeah. But look, champ, when you try to eat healthy, you notice the prices on the food that are healthy, that are actually good for you. The prices on this food out here is incredible, y'all. It is. And look, hey, Shock J, I actually do that. I cook my food. It's serious out here, guys. Yes, it is serious. Chandra B said, I called them too. Electric bill and payroll too. Why am I paying the same percentage of taxes as the millionaires? Come on. That's what I'm saying, man. We're not getting a break. We're not getting a break on any level, guys. We're not getting a break. Every day is hot as hell outside. What can you do? You got to get some type of relief. Whether you're turning the fan on or you're turning the AC on, you feeling this right now. You're feeling it. You look at, this is the time of the year where the economy shifts into real estate. This is when people move in the summertime because you want to be in your new place by the time school starts for the children to be able to go to school, whatever. And summertime is usually when the real estate kicks off. People are buying houses, people are selling houses. It went from a seller's market, turned right back. Right now we're dealing with a buyer's market. Yeah, if you're a buyer, but and guys, it's not, you can't really call it a buyer's market right now, because if you're a buyer, you're looking at some of the highest interest rates that we've had in a long time. And guys, this is the thing. I remember my first purchase, of the first time I purchased a home, my interest rate was 10%. I remember this. You don't forget about no 10%. Okay. That was the interest rate back then. But guess what? The home that I purchased at that time, the price of the home was only $170,000. The house note, well, it might not have been 10%. And maybe it was like 8%, something like that. Because the note, the payment, my mortgage back then was $1,300, $1,314.64, $1,314.64. I remember that. That was a beautiful time. That was a beautiful time, man. What would you do with a house note? I had a beautiful home too. You know, in the house notes, $1,300. That's why people were able to buy back then. This new age coming out now, man, I'm telling you, guys, for you guys who are interested in buying a home at some point, I truly feel my heart goes out to you. My heart goes out to you. The home I live in right now, I could not qualify for this house today. If I had to buy this house today, I couldn't afford it. There's no way I could afford this, man. I'd be barely paying. Maybe if I didn't have any other bills, I could pay the house note. Yeah, by today's standard, and what I would be selling it for today, good gracious, I wouldn't be able to pay for this. I'm not even gonna pretend. I wouldn't be able to afford that, because that's how far this thing is gotten out of control. And they want it to look organized. We hear little sound bites coming through the internet all the time, telling us about different things that are happening. And I saw this one video, and I think it was a congressional meeting. This guy said, "Hey, y'all, at the end of the day, y'all talking about y'all pensions. Your pension's going to be gone by 2030, by 2033." And the guy was saying, he said, "Look, we don't have the money. We done spent it. We've spent all the money. It doesn't exist anymore. It's not there. Right now, they're just singing us a lullaby. That's all we're going through right now. They're just singing us a lullaby. The money ain't there." And you already see what they're doing at the top level. We're hearing about, oh yeah, all of these billions we just saved, we should give America, hey, I'm gonna give everybody some of their money back from the tariff money. Guys, listen, again, he's the Pied Piper, we dancing to the tune. That's all it is. The money ain't worth what the money was worth. Okay? What was that? Somebody said, I think Fat Joe said that, did that thing that went viral, said today's prices. What was it? How did he say it? Yesterday's prices ain't today's prices. Something to that effect. There you go. They about to turn Medicaid. Man, they about to turn all of that stuff off. Public assistance. Like, how you going? Make it illegal for you to be homeless and then make it impossible for you to afford to be able to live somewhere. You got so many people around this country going through it, living in their cars, living in storage units, things that people never thought they would have to do. And I'm talking about people with jobs. I ain't just talking about people who don't have jobs. I'm talking about the people who have jobs. Trying to figure it out here. People who have jobs, everybody walking around, man. People who have a job right now, you sitting at that job every single day like a cat in a room full of rocking chairs, man. Like a cat in a room full of rocking chairs right now. Wow. So it just said 2032 Social Security will be reduced by 18,000 per. Wow. Goodness gracious. And it already ain't no money for real. And they talking about taking 18,000 per person. Guys, we live in a narcissistic ruled world. Okay. They go make mistakes, tell us what you think about it from every angle. You think about it from a financial angle, what they're doing, they're telling us what they're going to do with our money. They don't even tell us what they're doing with our money. They just do it. Do what they want. Make rules, put rules in place. Don't tell us what those rules are. Don't tell us what the rules are. Don't bring us to those meetings. Now they have those congressional cameras so that we can see what's going on, what they're voting on. Yeah, guys, if I were you, I would start listening. I would start looking and listening. I would start looking and listening because they are doing things. They've been doing things that protect their money. They do things and protect their money. And our money, we're just the sacrificial lambs. The masses, we're the sacrifice. And then, so the play that they're coming with right now, and you guys see it. I know y'all got to see it in your algorithm. I know they're feeding this to everybody. Now they're feeding us the racism again. All of the police videos. Oh, man, you got pulled over in your car. They beat somebody up. Guys, now they're trying to race bait us because it's all about keeping your mind off your money. Make you think that this is war between the races. Make everybody think that so that you don't keep your eyes on what they're doing with the money. As long as you're not watching what they're doing with the money, everything is fine. And they're keeping us surrounded with chaos. Look at the chaos out here. Look at the chaos every single day. You're talking about looting, people going into malls, going into stores. You go into your neighborhood CVS and Target. I noticed even the Target or any of those stores. You got certain sections where that stuff is locked up. You got to get one of the clerks or somebody to let you in to buy certain things. And that's all of those stores like Walgreens, CVS, everybody. Everybody sells deodorant, soap, and toothbrush, toothpaste, whatever. Anywhere you go, that stuff is locked in now. It's locked up. You're looking at videos when they're flooding our timelines. I'm noticing it used to be a time where, you seeing stuff all around the country. Now I'm seeing these crazy videos, these fight videos, these police chase videos, these criminal videos right in the area that I live, right here in Maryland. I'm seeing crazy footage, DC, Maryland, Virginia. I'm seeing all kinds I don't have to watch what's going on in the rest of the country because it's happening right here. Every single day, chaos, confusion, calamity, guys. It's falling right into place. That is the breeding ground. That is where they're able to keep us totally offset. And we don't know what's going on. We're sitting here, we don't know what's coming up next. like I said, those of us that still have a job, yeah, you feel a little nervous, especially if you live in this area. Especially, and if you work for the government, oh my goodness, man. Woo, you see what he's doing to that. You see the kind of notices they get. They getting them notices daily. What is that telling us, people? This person came in here and dismantled almost half. He's going to dismantle most of, or I would say at least half of this government. Maybe 1/3. These people are going to be looking for somewhere to work. Lots of people already looking for somewhere to work. People are literally, man, that's right. Nobody's job is safe out here anymore. That's days of the past, man. That's days of old. Nobody is safe out here right now. You want to be able to go out and, have fun and do stuff and travel, and man, everything right now is on hold. It's a pale again. Everything out here right now is on hold, man. Everything. And again, the breeding ground. Guys, this is exactly what they want. This is how a narcissist, this is how they work. These are the conditions that they put together to destroy people. Look at social media. You look at relationships. They've been beating up relationships for the last, I would say for the last 8 years. I would say for the last 8 years. Relationships, and it started off slow, but it really started rocking about 5 years ago is when we really saw the influx of serious relationship issues. Serious relationship issues where men aren't, we're in a place now where, dating is like, man, please. I went out last week, got myself some seafood. I love seafood. That's what it is. Went out and got myself some seafood. Man, I forgot the name of the spot. I'm going to have to give them a shout out because it was incredible. Anyway, I'd never been out before and noticed that many single people out eating. I guess I never really paid attention to it before. The restaurant full of people, but everybody is basically either by themselves or with somebody that's just a friend, a friend. I was like, man, this is a sign of the time if I've ever seen one, guys. Chaos, confusion, calamity. Man, that's right, Rochelle. You don't have a choice but to notice these monsters among us. You don't have a choice but to notice it. It's right there. It's right there in your face. Every single day, it's right there in your face. It's right in your face every single day. From the moment you wake up, you don't know what's going on. You got people playing games. People out here playing games. Man, guys, I saw a video again because I'm watching videos all the time. That's me. Because, of course, they got your phone as your best friend. Everybody in here right now, your phone is your best friend now. Everything you do is on that phone during the day. Guys, they watching every second of what we do, what we think, like everything. That phone. So anyway, I'm looking at a video. And guys, the new age of the clubs, the juke joints, the lounges, man. Y'all ready? 60 is the new 25. 60 is the new 25, man. It is pathetic out here. It is crazy, man. Looking at a room filled with people, and I'm just looking at the videos. Looking at a room full of people, everybody in there, gray. Everybody in there, and they partying. And this is something that's going on nightly. This isn't every now and then. This isn't a big occasion here, there, wherever. This is something that's going on nightly. I was driving to I was coming from my doctor's office yesterday, driving home. And it's this liquor store near where I live, but it has like a restaurant connected to it. And I guess it's like a lounge or whatever. I haven't been in there yet. Yes, PGP, 60. I haven't been in there yet. This place, you can't even pull in the parking lot. And I know everybody going in there is at least 40 something years old. Everybody. It's crazy. I don't even I guess I don't go out to clubs and stuff like that. So I don't know what's going on with the younger age group, what they're doing now. I don't know, but I mean, shoot. My age group is still in the club, man, partying every single day of the week. I never thought that I would hear something like that, guys. Never. Oh man, never. We are supposed to be, and I'm not saying it to talk about us. Well, I am kind of saying it to talk about us because we're supposed to be somewhere taking care of the grandchildren by now. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're supposed to be doing. We're helping our children raise the grandchildren. And I'm saying this, guys, when you've dealt with a narc and didn't know it, none of us knew what this stuff was about. We heard about it slightly, gently. We heard about it, but we never knew this is what this is. We never knew. Most of us were taught that, you got to work with people. You got to be forgiving. You got to try to help them out. You got to this, you got to that. We were willing to do everything that we could do. We tried everything. And none of us were successful with them. None of us were successful with narcs. None of us. And we're sitting here now. Guys, we're sitting here now. Still trying to figure this thing out. Still trying to figure this thing out. That's right. That's right. That's right, Patel. 60 years old, retired, don't have to deal with the job market. Man, you winning. You winning right there. You just better hope they protect that pension. You winning for as long as they protect the pension. I'll be soon joining you. I got about another 59 days. And it's a wrap, baby. I'm done with it. But yeah, man. Guys, we're dealing with a narc apocalypse. We're dealing with a narc apocalypse, man. This world right now we're in, it's filled with nothing more than chaos, confusion, calamity, daily, day in, day out. We're getting beat up with it every day. Every single day we hear about this is happening. Okay, they taking all these jobs. If we making this money, why y'all still taking all these jobs? Why are so many people out here looking for work? Why are so many people out here looking for how they're going to take care of themselves? So many people out here. How are you going to put food on your table without a job? And then I guess you go get unemployment. You go get unemployment and to do what? To put gas in your car? You're not going to feed anybody off no unemployment. Man, not no family. Not no family. No, that ain't enough, man. You making some life-changing. Listen, I go grocery shopping for me. I live by myself. I go grocery shopping for me, and it's expensive. I love seafood, but I don't just eat seafood. Okay. It is very expensive. Right now, I just can't imagine. I just like, what is it like trying to feed a big family out here right now? That's right, Cherylina. Yeah, you see it. You see it in full effect. Thanks so much, Keish. Thanks for that super chat. Keish said, Babylon has fallen many times. Whoo! Did my Jesus disarm Satan's kingdom? Is his blood on the mercy seat? We got angel arms. We bring peace, prosperity, and life. God is on his throne by Narc and Narc Daddy, Satan. We win. Y'all get it? Y'all get it. You ain't got no choice but to get it. We still gonna win, y'all. We still win. No matter what's going on, we still win. Yeah, man. They're attacking the food. The plastics are in all of the food that we eating. The water we drinking, man, oh man. We're being attacked. The air we're breathing. Everything around us. Just like the Golden Child. That movie, The Golden Child. Whew. That movie, The Golden Child. Golden Child, man. They had to keep him surrounded by evil. That's us. That's us, everybody. Surrounded, the air you breathe in, the water you drink, and the food you eat, the money you earn, the money you spend, the money they take. No matter what you do, there's a system in place to make sure you don't get too far ahead of the game. Oh, no. No, then don't get it wrong. Some people are allowed. Some people are permitted to get to amass a certain level of wealth. Yes. Permitted. Because that's what makes it look like everything is fair. You can do the same thing I can do. I can say that. I can say that about everybody in this chat. Yeah, y'all can do the same thing I do. And you'll have 100,000 followers plus. But what's the reality? The reality is everybody's not going to have that. Because it ain't even set up like that. It's not. It's not set up like that. But again, guys, they want us to buy into this demonic system, this satanic system. And then you go, man, don't add a demon itself in your life, in your family, in your home. And you're trying to figure out how you're going to change that person's world, how you're going to change their mind on all of the things they told you they've gone through in life. And after they've given you that long drawn out story about how bad of a life how bad of a ball they were thrown in life. And you do everything that you can to support them, to show them that no, somebody, you know, I love you, I care about you. And, you know, you do everything that you can do. Everything that you can do. And this person is there just for the sake of destroying you. Just for the sake of destroying you, making you feel. And the thing that's so painful about it is, guys, you feel sorry for them even when they're doing things to hurt you. Even when they're doing things to hurt you, they talk down to you. They start to talk to you like you don't mean anything to them. You don't mean anything. They don't respect you. They don't respect your word. They don't respect you just talking to them. And they show you that they don't respect you. They just undermine you. And you, like we do, always trying to be the bigger person, overlook how they're treating us. That's what we do. We overlook how they're treating us. Overlook it. And then you overlook what they've done to you and then feel sorry for them. You go out and feel sorry for somebody that, good gracious. You feel sorry for somebody that tries to destroy you. You feel sorry for the person who is doing everything in their power to tear you down. They keep your life filled with chaos, confusion. Every day you're wondering. You're confused. Every day you're wondering, are you going to wake up normal today? Are you going to have a good day today? Are you going to act right today? Are you going to act like somebody who, you're going to get halfway normal today? Something? No, confusion. A narcissist keeps you in a state of confusion. And then when you try to stand up for yourself, that's the part they're waiting on. When you stand up for yourself, here comes calamity. Oh man, I need you to do such and such because this happened. I know you ain't gonna just leave me hanging. All of a sudden, there's some emergency situation where you have to overlook all of the things they're doing to you. All of a sudden, you got to overlook everything that they've been doing to you. Right? That's the calamity. And then after you bow down again, you've given this person, good gracious, man. You've given. And you've gotten to that place where you like, man, I'm just checking out. I'm done with this. I'm tired of it. Blah, 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 whatever. Here they come with the chaos. Here they come with the chaos. Here they come with the false accusations. Here comes the police reports, the smears, smearing your name, tearing you down. It doesn't stop. The narc apocalypse is here, ladies and gentlemen. They want us to sweep it under the rug, act like, okay, we talked about narcs. Let's move it forward. No, we're not moving nothing forward because it's right here, right now. Everything that you're dealing with out here that's evil is narc related. Everything you're dealing with is narc related. Everything that we're dealing with. Keisha said, God has been my sole provider daily since the destruction the narc left. And he has never failed to provide. It's supernatural. Hey, Keisha, I'm right there with you. Man, some days I'd be like, huh? How did that happen? My gosh. Yes, man. I mean, your faith gonna be put to the test out here, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have some. I hope you have some faith because it's gonna be tested. It's going to be tested. Willpower said, I like it when they try to make it seem as though they're borrowing your money. Wow. And resources is doing you a favor. Wow, man. Ain't that something? Ain't that something though? They make it seem like, they make it seem like they're borrowing your money. And doing you a favor. Doing you the favor. And we be feeling it. We like, yeah. We be so happy to help. We do. We be so happy to help, man. Goodness gracious. Using your money to work toward a goal that only benefits them. Man, oh man. Ladies and gentlemen, you can't make this stuff. You can't make this kind of stuff up anyway. You just can't, man. It's crazy. It is crazy. You can't make this stuff up the way they're doing it. And they're not hiding it. And they don't have any new games to play, guys. The narc is a one-trick pony. The narc is a one-trick pony. Their whole game is based around you feeling sorry for them. It's a one-trick pony. If you don't feel sorry for them, they gone. They like, okay, I can't get any leverage with you. They already know I'm not getting any leverage with you, and I'm gonna keep it moving. Let me get on up out of here. It's a one-trick pony. Every single day of their life, it's all about what can I do to tear you down just a little more today than I did yesterday? How can I make you believe that I actually care about you without caring about you? That's how a narc thinks. How can I make you think I care about you without actually caring about you and without showing you? Everything about a narc, it's going to be incomplete thoughts. They want you to think something, but always remember what they say, it's not going to line up with what you see. Okay, what you hear is not going to line up with what you see them do. Okay, you gotta remember that part, people. Just because they said it, no. Because guys, the unfortunate part about us, very unfortunate side with us is that we will think that, because a narc is telling us something, guys, we are like this with them. Either if you with them, then you still believe all them lies. You know they lying, but you still believe it. You know they lying, but you still believe it. There's a side of you looking for the truth in what they're saying. If you're dealing with them, there's a side of you that is still looking for some truth in what they're saying. You don't totally get to that place where you have totally written them off to the point where you're like, listen, I don't care what that person says. It's a lie. I don't care if they telling you their name with the ID to prove it. Everything they saying is a lie. And the truth ain't in them. That's who they truly are. That's who they truly are. You dealing with a liar, man. I'm talking about these people lie, and that is the language they speak. It is the language that they speak. Everything around them will be chaos, confusion, calamity. You want to know if you're with a narcissist? Do any of those words match your relationship? Does any of these words match your relationship? Chaos, confusion, calamity. Any of those words resemble your relationship? Because if any of them resemble your relationship, then all of them resemble your relationship. Because good people, that's one thing. Those are three elements you're not going to have around a good person. You're not going to have confusion. There's not going to be calamity. And it surely won't be any chaos. Those are elements that only a narcissistic relationship will have. I said it, only a narcissistic relationship. Yes, you may have chaos going on, but it won't be in your house. It will be chaos as far as what's going on outside of your house. Calamity going on outside of your house. Confusion outside of your house. When you're with a narcissist, you got chaos, calamity, and confusion right in your house, in your bedroom, in your kitchen, in your living room, everywhere in your house. When you're with a narcissist and y'all live together, you have just entered hell. Your house is an extension of hell. When you are with a narcissist, your house has become an extension of hell. It is full of chaos. It is full of calamity. It is full of confusion, dishonor, disloyalty. There is no friendship there. No loyalty there. There is no love there. There is no love there. You're in a relationship with a narc. There is no love there. None. None. These people have an assignment. Okay? That's right, Renee. CCC, the 3 C's. That's what Keisha called it on her video today. The 3 C's. Chaos, confusion, calamity. That's how you know you're in a relationship with a narcissist. They lying, they cheating, stabbing you in the back, they're manipulating you. They're taking you through every level of chaos. I posted a video in the group today, the Narcissist Anonymous group today. Guys, it probably was a skit, who knows, but that's exactly how narcs are, though. This guy caught his girlfriend cheating on him, and she flipped the whole thing around on him, and that's what narcs do. That's what they do. They're only there with you to manipulate, to control, to devalue, to derail you. That's it. A narc is there to derail you. And not sitting around there like, oh, yeah. I'm here, and, they're not sitting there saying, I'm here to make your life better. You've never heard that. Somebody in a narcissistic relationship, oh, yeah, with the narc, though, my life was much better. I was, everything was fine. Everything was wonderful. No, it's never been that. Thanks, Renee. It's never been that, guys. You're just the only person. And guys, we think that, man, we really have a problem with our belief system, that we truly believe that the narc can go out here and they can just have anyone they want. We believe that because they can have their way with us, they have it like that out here. Guys, I promise you, Narcs got it bad, man. They going through it out here. They are out here chasing after people, doing the most, trying to get people out here, doing the most, trying to get somebody to buy into that crazy mess they talking about. Doing the most, ladies and gentlemen. They doing the most. They got you thinking that people out here just chasing them down and want to be with them. No. Let me help y'all with something. The narc you dealing with, they are pursuing every like on the internet they've gotten, every comment somebody makes, anything, inboxes. They are chasing and pursuing every piece, every ounce of it, any attention that they get. They are the one pursuing others, not the other way around. The way they try to make it seem, oh, this is so and so. They this person just won't leave me alone, and they just so. No, they not. No, that's the narc chasing every opportunity, and I mean they doing the most. They doing the most. I mean, they literally out there begging people now. Narcs are out here begging people now. Yeah, I know y'all don't think they're I know the narc I was with ain't out here begging nobody. Yeah, that's what you think. That's what you think. That's why they got you the way they got you. Because you thought that they never would stoop to a certain level. But you see, they'll stoop to any level. If you have witnessed and been with a narc, then you notice they will do anything. They have no loyalty. They don't have any dignity. Thanks again for that super chat, Keish. Keisha said, we have to get off the self-pity narc frequency. Man, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. We feel sorry for them. They break it. We fix it. They break us. We mad at ourselves. Self-pity keeps us, tethered to the pain of the past. Self-pity keeps us tethered to the pain of the past. Keisha on it today, y'all. I ain't lying, man. That self-pity spirit, man, it does. It does. I gotta tell y'all this, man. I had a client that I recently spoke to. Man, it was wonderful. That was a wonderful conversation because really the conversation was really just like what Keisha just said. I couldn't believe my ears. You know, this person said that they took all the responsibility on themselves to say, hey, nah, it's me. It's me because I got more sense than this. So I'm going to take the responsibility. I said, man, wow. That is what healing looks like. Guys, y'all want to know what healing looks like? And then good gracious, it's funny me saying this because now Narc's gonna be out there saying it. They gonna try, but they liars. They natural born liars, so they can't do it. They can't just accept it all the way. But I'm positive they going to put on that front. They will. To put on that front, they will. And that's how you know you're healed. That's how you know when you're healed. When you take the accountability. When you accept the accountability. When you stop pointing at them and stop saying they, and start saying I. Now, it was me. That joker, I caught that joker cheating about 4 times, and I still took them back. It was my fault. I still took her back, knowing she a cheater. That's my fault. It ain't that I didn't know. I knew. But I'm going to give you another chance and another chance and one more chance because, I feel sorry for myself. You don't feel sorry for the narc. When you catch the narc cheating, you don't feel sorry for them. You feel sorry for yourself. When you catch them cheating, you feel sorry for yourself. You feel sorry for yourself. You catch them, they done cheated on you again. And now you feel with all this self-pity, trying to figure it out. Keisha said a narc can mimic a phrase, but can't break the phrase down and teach the meaning. Good God. Go ahead. Go ahead, Keisha. Go ahead. Keisha ain't playing with us today, y'all. Wow. Life talk only comes from God. There it is. There it is. They can try to mimic us. They can try to say the things that we say, but they can't break it down and go into detail. They're not going to take on that kind of accountability. No, they walk around confused after that. They are broken. Guys, your power is in that confession. It's in the tongue. The power is in the tongue, ladies and gentlemen. The power is in the tongue. When you get to that place where you're like, man, you know what? I'm just tired of being tired. I'm tired of feeling, down on myself. I'm tired of that self-pity. I'm tired of this. I'm ready to live. I'm ready to be happy. Yes, I'm ready to be happy. I'm tired of feeling down and feeling defeated. No, I want to feel happy. I want to feel up. Yeah, you know what? I went through this horrific situation with somebody that mistreated me, that dogged me, that tried to destroy me financially, mentally, physically. And what was I doing the whole time they were doing that? Defending myself? Why? Why are you defending yourself against that? These people show us who they are, and we are dead set on defending ourselves. Oh, no, you ain't doing that to me. Oh, you ain't about to blah, blah, blah. Oh, no, I don't know who you think you messing with. We ready to get all riled up. And for what? For what? You out here dealing with somebody. You dealing with somebody that's anything. I mean, they are really just anything. They for anybody. They for the streets. You out here defending your good name. You hear me? You out here defending your good name for somebody that's for the streets. You defending your good name for somebody that's out here for the streets, man. Why? I mean, think about it. Would you defend your name and your honor if a bum on the street just ran up to you drunk, saying, "Oh, you ain't no good, you ain't this, you ain't that, you ain't nothing"? You wouldn't care what that drunk had to say. You wouldn't even care what they had to say. But a narcissist, okay, the narcissist knows you more than the drunk does. So we feel like we got to defend ourselves against lies. We feel like we got to defend these lies. I got to defend myself. The narc done said that I was cheating and the narc was cheating. I got to defend myself. I got to go tell everybody it wasn't me. It wasn't me. Then everybody looking at you like something wrong. You crazy. Ain't no way I would have did that. Everybody making judgments of you because they lying on you and you trying to undo that lie. You trying to undo that lie. Man, listen, y'all. You're not about to change nobody's mind that's already got their mind set on what you are, who you are, your character. You're not about to change their minds. But what you can do is put yourself in a mental place where it doesn't affect you anymore. Okay? It doesn't affect you anymore. You can put yourself in a mental space where, look, people, I'm not about to exploit my personality and be running around here trying to act like this, that, and the third. I'm not going to sit here and try to defend myself against somebody that I know is lying on me. For what? For what? So I could feel proud that I said something or I stood up for myself. I tell you, the day that I stopped talking was the day I realized, man, that's the biggest stand you could ever take. That's the most solid stand you could ever take. When somebody done went out here, they lying on you, trying to step on your character and this and that, man, ain't no way. Nah, I'm not doing this with y'all. I'm not doing this with y'all. I'm not gonna try to undo what y'all saying about whatever. That's your opinion. You glad you entitled to your opinion. You're entitled to your opinion. And that's it. They are entitled to their opinion, man. And you are entitled to your own. You don't owe it, man. Guys, we got to get off of that bus that let everybody think that, we owe them something. We owe you an explanation. A lot of us think we owe the narc an explanation. We owe them a last conversation. It's funny how they don't owe you nothing when you trying to save your relationship. But the moment you don't want to be bothered no more, and all of a sudden now they want to preserve the relationship. We at least got to sit down and talk. We got to at least be able to do this. We got to at least be able to do that. The moment that you check out the building, the moment you check out the building, all of a sudden, everything, you the worst person in the world. What's wrong, Sherry? What's Sherry got going on? What's wrong, Sherry? Sherry said, Sherry said he likes to have an audience like he's the good person and I'm the bad person. Okay. Yeah. Exactly. But that's the problem, right? The problem right there is you feel some type of way about him spreading stuff about you. Pete, listen, y'all. At the end of the day, those people have a mouth that is their mouth. They can do what they want to do with it. And as you can see, they will do anything with it. Their mouth will be on anything, anybody, and say anything out of it. They have no regard. They have no care in the world about what that mouth does. They have no honor, and they don't care about the truth. Because if he cared about the truth, then he would say the truth in your face, to your face, confront the situation. He would flat out, hold up, Sherry, you were the one who was cheating. I saw it. I caught it. This is when it happened. This is who you was with. And if I'm lying on you, then prove it. Period. But to sit there and go back and forth, who was lying, who telling the truth, man, all you're going to end up doing again, good gosh, get them little sudden jokes every now and then, y'all. Y'all gotta excuse me. But yeah, you trying to prove stuff to this dude, Sherry. Trust me, man, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. He's already invited confusion, calamity, chaos right on into the situation. So, how do you deal with it? You stop. You stop. That's it. So he do it in a truck with an audience. Again, when he starts, I would shut it down. Man. Again, when you dealing with somebody like that, man. And my thing is, if he's doing it while y'all in the truck, regardless, he's doing it, right? Because he's trying to get you to come out of character on some level. He's trying to get you to come out of character on some level. And, he's like, his thing is, he wants you to feel some type of way. Gotta call you back, champ. I'm sure. That was my son calling me. But he wants to make you feel some type of way, right? Because he knows you don't want that confrontation. So he wants you to feel some type of way, but yet he's pulling you into that. It's a reason he's pulling you into that. See, when somebody has good intentions, they want to talk to you about an issue that y'all had. Baby, let's talk. Let's get to the bottom of this. Let's get here and get this thing straight, Say I'll be in the house and he go outside in the truck and start stuff. And twist stuff around like it's me. Because there you have it. There is the confusion. There is the confusion. It feels like chaos. It's calamity. It's just like Keisha said. Chaos, confusion, calamity. He's trying to pull you into something else. He's not going to sit there and go toe to you, word for word, toe to toe. No. Listen, a liar already knows that their truth won't stand up against real truth. They already know that. So they're only going to try to change the subject. He is probably aware that you don't want the confrontation. And that's why he's confrontational. They know we don't want to have that confrontation. They know we don't. That's why they're confrontational. He knows you don't want to be bothered with it. He knows you don't want to be bothered with it. I'm just saying, and let him do what he wants to do. That's what he want to start that, man. I would walk away and go somewhere and close the door like, man, I don't even want to hear this. If you want to have an intelligent conversation, then let's have it. Okay? But what I'm not going to do is go somewhere with somebody who trying to overtalk the whole time. They trying to control the conversation. They trying to control everything that's said. No. Yeah, that's a lot going on, Sherry. That's a lot. That's a lot going on right there. At the end of the day, you know what's in your heart. You know what you're trying to do. If that ain't the situation that's working for you, why are you putting up with it? Ask yourself that. You've been asking yourself anyway. Why am I dealing with this? Why am I putting up with this? Why won't this person act right? That's not who they are. Took the truck from that was in her name. I believe he was on that tee out last week. Man, that's another one. Them apps out there now. They got T app. They got apps out there talking about people stuff. Man, it's crazy. This stuff, this world is crazy out here, man. It's crazy out here. Put somebody's name in the app and see who's they. And you know what? To me, I would say this about those apps right there. In theory, right? It seems like it's a good thing to do. But the reality is, the people that you, let's say you go in there and you're dating somebody and you want to know if other people are in there dating that same person. Well, if y'all in the same city and then that means somebody else in that group is going to know that person. And if they like the person, they could easily say, oh, yeah, me and Sim, such and such and such. Yeah, I'm dating them too. And then reach out to the guy. And, to me, it's too many things that, too many loopholes in that situation, to be putting your business out there like that. I wouldn't be able to do it. I wouldn't do it. I'm going to bring Keisha up tonight. Keisha is out there ready. Keisha, you want to come in the chat tonight? You want to come in the room with me tonight for a few minutes before we cut it out? Come on in here and drop it for a minute. Yeah, I'm going to drop the link in the chat for Keisha tonight. The last 15 minutes, we're going to let Keisha just rock out. Yes, indeed. Thanks for that super chat. Keisha said, you dealing with Leviathan. Uh-oh. That's the one we don't hear that much of. You dealing with Leviathan. Not the narc. Not the narc when they engage in truth twisting and confusion. Come on. You must leave. They are demonized and can only function like a demon, steal, unalive, and destroy. Just run. That's it. Just run. Hold up, Keith. Let me see here. Oh, wrong button. That was the wrong button. Okay. Okay, there we go. Oh man, I put the wrong thing up. There you go. Okay, let me darken that. There we go. Whew, there we go. There we go, Keith. There you go, Keith. Come on up here. Let's rock out for the last few minutes here, because yes, indeed, this was your topic today. This was your topic today, boy. Goodness gracious. Okay, there she go. Uh-oh.
I came from the gym, Mario.
You what?
I just came from the gym. This is gym attire. Okay?
Yeah, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
It's not Friday. I'm good.
There you go. There you go. Hey, look, I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but you almost look better, just all natural. You know what I'm saying? That's what like. But we know y'all get your face up. That's what y'all call it.
I know, that's what it out. Got to get that. Got to do that self-care, because we are in an apocalypse. Man, this apocalypse ain't no joke.
Hey, Keith, when I saw that video you did, man, it just struck me. I was like, whoa. Good.
And it's just getting like, I'm trying to get back on it because all my accounts got all rigged up, whatever. They do a lot. But you're dealing with these spiritual things. And I've seen like Sherry in here, still kind of going through the shenanigans that the narc put you through. And these things are here to destroy you. Like they are placed in your life. They cross paths. And we don't think as people are probably in our nature, a lot of us, because a lot of us are empathic, don't feel like these type of people exist, but they exist. Like I work mental health and addiction. I have the clinic. Like I'm telling you, they exist, and there is no empathy. Like their driving motivator is survival. It's like a demonic survival brain.
Mm-hmm.
It's who can I talk to? Who can I know to be able to have the Maslow hierarchy of needs? If anybody haven't heard of that, it's like a pyramid they use in healthcare, and they say if people don't have these basic needs like housing, shelter, safety, food, then no matter what you do in healthcare, you can't treat the person because you got to fix that first in order to help heal the person. So for them, because they always got those 3 C's, the chaos, confusion, calamity going on, they never have that bottom pyramid stabilized. It's never there. So that's all that they seek in these relationships or friendships or interactions. That's the only thing they're seeking is that bottom of that pyramid. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, and that's all.
Like I like with the way you put it in your video today, guys. Y'all got to go on TikTok and look at that video she put out. The 3 C's: chaos, confusion, calamity.
Yes.
If you have that in your relationship, then what y'all? That's what it is.
It will not survive.
Never going to bring those elements in your life.
Nope.
Never. They're never going to bring confusion, calamity, or chaos into your life. No.
And you can't fix it because it's like that Bluetooth. And I was just thinking of that today at the gym. I have all these like Bluetooth things from all the earbuds I done bought in the past and lost, but they all still link to my account. That's how narcs are with the kingdom of darkness. No matter how many times they pass in people's houses and beds and all of that stuff, they are still tethered. Their direct connection, iPhone and settings, is with the kingdom of darkness. That's it. No matter how far they go, whatever new headphone or supply or earbud they get, it's all still connected to that same tethering of darkness. And just like the opposite, a lot of empathic people, no matter how far away they get from God, a lot of times they still have that call on their life. A lot of people are still chosen by God to do great things, and they still have that tethering, that seed of God, that love that only comes from heaven. And so they still have that tethering, and that's why things might get hard, and sometimes the path might cross because the narc is out of his element, his or her element, and you are out of your element. And sometimes that gray, muddy waters is there, and that's where y'all meet. But the narc gonna tug the for and win and pull you to the abyss because they like their dirty waters. A lot of times people are confused about their light and their tethering with God, but the narc is not confused. The narc know exactly who they rock with. They rock with Satan in the kingdom of darkness, and they
say that. Say that. That part right there, y'all. That narc knows who they are devoted to. And no matter what you try to do, because we get to the place we trying to save the narc, right? We want to tell them, look, baby, you don't want to be in these streets. I'm telling you, the narc is fully aware of what's in these streets, and they love it. They love the calamity. They love the confusion. They love the lies. They love the deception. They love it. They love being somewhere where they feel they can be in control.
Yeah.
That's who they are. They are lies. They are confusion. They are total chaos. And they love that element. They can't wait to get you out there. Their issue is once they get out there, they're like, whoa. I thought that I had a pass. See, they think that they father, the devil, gonna get him a pass out in these streets.
Yeah.
Not getting a pass. We even think that. We think that because they are so brazen when they run for the streets. We believe that the streets are going to show them unconditional love and devotion.
Yeah.
We are scared.
It is a disconnect. I heard one of the self-aware narcissists, and he a pretty mild one, but I heard him, talking about he always did what he felt, the woman needed. Like if she wanted him to go to church, he'll go to church. She wanted him to cook, he'll cook. That's how they feel. They look at what do I have to do performance wise, not connecting because they can't connect. What do I have to do performance wise to get you to act the way I want you to react and behave? So they can be in power and control. That's Satan's kingdom. The power and control is not in God's kingdom. He gave us free will. So when you got power and control and you're about to manipulate and take somebody's will, this is how they talk. All of my patients that's working with these disorders, when they family fall apart, that's the only time you'll see them. Family fall apart, they there. So they come there, you show them the chart, you show them all this stuff. This is everything you're working with. They just want to know, what do I have to tell them, or how do I have to be in order to get them to have me back at home, or to get them to take me back in or listen to me talk? And when they do get that chance, because a lot of people don't know about this to its severity, they are 100 times worse. Have several patients. I'm trying to get them. Now police is there every day again. It's chaos, confusion, calamity. You work hard to get them in housing because it's a horrible economy. Everything just took place right away with the Medicaid, Medicare, right away. So we're dealing with all of these disasters, and then you work hard to try to get them in something. Here comes that narcopath to destroy it, get them kicked out of housing, get them back on the streets, try to get them back on drugs so they can have power and control in the pit. They can't be outside the pit. They can't thrive outside the pit. They don't understand life outside the pit because you got to be tethered to God. They're not. There's a disconnect.
You're right.
They're tethered to the abyss.
That is so true. They have no control. Oh, China, you coming up too?
Yeah, China.
They have no control, man. If they not running the game, if they're not running the game, if they're not running point, if they're not taking you through calamity, if they're not taking you through the craziness, the pit of that hell, they love having you in hell.
Mm-hmm.
They love it.
And that's how they think. And my mom, like she was like, I need to be with somebody. This is how they think. And as they get older, I need to be with somebody who got a pension. So I need to divorce this one because the young one was only good for appearances. And that's old now because they don't have a pension. And they see all of their friends retiring and their spouses have pensions and they don't have to work. And this one ain't really working because, every now and then you get a narc that's out of your league. That's a whole different level on that one. But you get a narc out of your league. And now when they look back, it's not that we have this marriage and this everlasting love. It's crazy because I need to get rid of this so I can get a pension because I'm getting older and I don't want to work. I can't keep working. I know my body's giving out. Like I can't keep working and doing hair, whatever, or doing whatever else they do. Can't keep doing it. And they see the handwriting on the wall. So they will go and start befriending and being nice and, seducing to older men with pensions because they want a pension. Not because they love them or care about them or ever want to be with them. They actually probably hate them.
If he's really old, because they like, hey, oh, he's really old. He ain't gonna be here that long, and I can get that pension, and he ain't here, and that's mindset. I saw this how they were attacking this rapper, Jadakiss, his wife, saying she looked old and she looked like this and that. There go China, y'all. What's up, China?
Hey, Ralph.
Hey, so China.
As you can
tell, he got us.
This is my life right now.
Where you at?
The fair.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
It's wild out here.
Yo, like she out at the fair. Okay, I ain't mad at you. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But I'm gonna tell you, Keish, like we was just saying, we get we think that these people, you know, like they have some limit that they not gonna go past it. You know, okay, we don't went back and forth, and now we can make up and all that. And they're not gonna make up with you. They're not going to let this little thing go by because, guys, one thing that I'm gonna tell y'all, and I'm gonna keep saying this. Every time that narc started a fight with you, started an argument, started something crazy with you, it was just because they wanted to get to somebody else. They gotta keep up that level of confusion around you so that you off balance about who they run into.
Mm-hmm.
Every argument they started, they ain't starting that argument just out the blue for nothing. That argument is to direct you into a place where that's their way of letting you know I'm cheating on you. Yeah.
That is just their way of saying that I found something better than you and that I'm confident
Yes.
about this situation.
Yes.
So you are a piece of trash to me at this moment, and I just really hate you, don't like you, and don't want you.
Yeah.
I like it. I like
Because
how
they need to pay you back. And we feel like, look, okay, that's a word. That's a very powerful word because emotions is like your energy in motion. That's your soul. That's gone for them. We sitting up here acting like we're dealing with a person with a soul, right? They got it. No, they don't. They don't have it at all. They gave it up to the devil. They said, here, devil, here's my soul. How do I better manipulate? What they do, they have, okay, you probably the stable house, paycheck picture, make them look okay, take care of the kids, whatever. You got a chauffeur on the Johnny on the spot when they call because they got to constantly be talking. So you the one that's the filler the filler of the seat. That's you.
Yeah,
They got the lawnmower person when they need to have a lawnmower, like I gotta do him for about 5 minutes, then I can get my grass cut, but I'm gonna save $50. Then they got the other person over here that give them the hookup for the food stamps. Okay, heck, I gotta probably talk to her for about 20 minutes, or maybe they be bad trying all of that. Let her touch on me or something, but I'm gonna get that food stamp card. Okay, I don't have to pay $100 in food today. Then they got the one that's okay, that's my room, that's my bed and couch when I, intermittent on the weekend if I go to this city. Okay, got to talk to them for about an hour, get them some. That's them. They will do and screw anything and anybody to have a favor or something in their pocket that they can call for a service. You just the permanent service of shelter, food, and all of that because they always fear scarcity. They live in a scarcity, spirit of fear mindset at all times.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, I love that response that China just gave on that because it kind of gives you a better definition of somebody cheating on you, and that's their way of saying to you that, yeah, I got something new, I got something else, so I ain't even thinking about you for real.
no.
I got somebody, so I can just come in here and if you don't bite when they're trying to start something, if you don't bite and get into it with them, they take that as disrespect that they don't control you the way they controlled you before. They take it as disrespect. So now they have to up everything. They have to take it to another level. They got to say something about your child or your mother or somebody they know you care about. Because what you're not going to do is have them come all the way out of character and go, or not really out of their character, but go all the way in character. And they don't control you because it is all about controlling you.
And not even just that. It's like, regardless, they had that plan to leave that weekend and whatever the case may be. So rather, like in my case, whether I gave him the argument or not, which I didn't, he found a way to get out. Because when their mind is made up to cheat, they're going to cheat. When their mind is made up to leave, they're going to leave. There's nothing you can do or say to stop them from what they're going to do.
Nothing. Nothing.
And
It's
we had these inner
already
bounds where we think like everybody cheat or everybody gonna do this. That's not the truth. We have to break and disarm those inner bounds. Everybody don't cheat. All men don't cheat. All women don't scheme. We have to kind of break down those core beliefs because they keep us trapped in toxic situations. Our standard, our bar, you cheat, done. You love somebody else. You looked into their eyes, whether it was real or not, enough for y'all to be undressed and bodies rubbing and things happen. Done. Because at that moment, it was not thinking about unconditional love for you. That's not what we're supposed to be able to tolerate. But a lot of us grew up in these homes that were dysfunctional. And so we thought that was normal. It was a perception delulu issue. That's not normal.
Mm-hmm. It's not. It's nothing normal about anything that you going through with them. The
No.
whole time you going through it. It's nothing normal about it. Again, when they hit you with that calamity, you become confused.
Yeah.
And then the chaos ensues.
Yes.
It's
And we
not
say they're like, it's okay, we get through it. We just go through counseling. No, please don't go to counseling. That is a nightmare.
I bet.
Counseling linked with a narcissist. That is the hardest thing ever because no matter how much truth, you can have a whole family there. You get a whole family the truth. This is what the brain looks like. This is how it is. No cure. All of that. They still want to have a way. They want to hear somehow this is going to work. That's what they want to hear. They want to pay all the money. They want to go forever and ever, ever because they want to hear a diluted lie versus the truth. When you tell them the truth, you're going to get reported to the board. But that's fine because the truth is, it's not going to work.
Right.
It's
that's
not going to work.
it's not going to work. And you're right. I wouldn't waste one session of counseling with no narc. I wouldn't waste 1 minute of my time. Surely wouldn't spend none of my money because listen, everybody that goes to a counseling session with a narcissist, you are only there to buy them time. They realize, okay, you snapping out of this trance I got you in. You snapping out of it. I need a little more time
Hmm.
to get another punching bag in here that can take all of the craziness I'm giving you. And I'm telling you guys, when they got their hooks in somebody, oh my gosh, when they got their hooks in somebody, they are going to make your life, if you're trying to hold on to them,
Mm-hmm.
you will know the true definition of what hell looks like and feels like on a
They're going to want you to lose that job. You going to jail. You going to court. They will ultimately destroy your life. And you will sit there like, I would not call the police on them because I don't want them to lose this or I don't want them
Yep.
to lose their job. So I'm not going to report this. They
Yep.
will, man, they can't wait to make you lose your job. Like, and I've been there in that pain. So I understand. I was one of the most codependent people. I stood in
Sorry.
for 13 years, 8 years. I put time in. Okay, codependent to the core. This is going to work. Even went back. We can get married again. It's okay. God love us. You do all of that. I'm telling you from experience, it took almost losing my life multiple times for me to get to the point where I'm at now. And years of just being by myself. That's the fear. The fear that keep people really in this is fear of one, being alone, fear of, okay, you're not going to find somebody that's going to truly have the requirements that you want. Like, you're not going to find somebody that's going to really, really love you because you fear, because you got all of this other stuff you went through. That's impossible. Not true. And then you have a fear of the unknown. All of that
Yep.
stuff have to be dealt with. You have to get over the spirit of fear. And that comes from childhood wounds. You got to heal those. You got to cut out narcs in the family. You got to cut them off. You got to just start saying no. That's mama, brother, sister, nieces, nephews, all of them. All the narcs, cut them off because you will always tolerate toxicity if you're dealing with it in a family and you haven't put those boundaries up. That's the hardest thing to let go.
It is. It is. You know what though? I don't know. I think the hardest thing. Well, I guess we always got to speak as an individual, but I think that the hardest thing for me to let go was it was very, very difficult to accept that blame for my participation in my character assassination. How about that?
And
It,
self-pity keep you there. I had to get free of self-pity. That's hard because what self-pity is, it
that's
work with that, yeah, it work with the kingdom of Antichrist. Anti-love. God is unconditional love. He said, no matter what you do, I got you. You turn it around now, man, we gonna soar. Self-pity, say, but remember you did this. It keep you in the past. Oh, that hurt. Then you got regret. Could have did better. Could have made different decisions. Could have spent more time here. Could have did that. That is all that rumination, self-pity stuff. And self-pity is a monster. That spirit right there, because the narcissist trains you through all their murmuring and complaining to be on a low vibration. So you automatically condition to be negative. So that's that negative thought disorder. But what it does is first, the narcissist, everything is outward with them. It make you start turning negative inward. So then you start complaining about the narcissist, but then you start getting mad at yourself. Man, I can't believe I let them do that. Man, I can't believe I bought them that, and this is what they did with it. I bought them that. Self-pity is getting fed, it's growing muscles. So it's gonna keep you in something longer because self-pity got to be dealt with. Got to turn on self-pity and rejection, self-hatred, self-disgust. All of those are things that keep you warring against yourself and separated from what God is trying to do. Because he loves us. He know we a mess. He was like, I got you. You ain't gonna be able to do this yourself.
But
So
you know
you
what?
can't be hard on yourself like that.
Some of our biggest fears, and I'm sure some can relate, so I'm going to speak to my experiences. When you are not making money, you fear of that person leaving you or you leaving them out of being homeless, not having nothing. And then sometimes, they make you lose your job or tell you to quit your job to stay home. And then now you have this dependence on them financially. It's not just emotionally now, it's financial independence. And it makes it hard. And that's where, when they can't instill the fear in you anymore by threatening to leave and all of that, they instill that fear of you not having nothing when they're gone. Because that's what he told me. He said, I believe if I left, you would not know what to do. And that
Yeah.
was the plan.
And it is horrible because what he didn't just fail you as the wife. He failed God. God gonna deal with him. We see they be reaping what they sow, but we rescue them. God gonna deal with that because that's he dropped the ball. And what God does, and he did this with me, like I lost everything. I've never had been without a job or nothing. I always had plan A, B, C, D, and everything. After that last narc, the little warlock thing, everything was destroyed. Okay, it was kaboom instantly. And I was like, God, I just cried. Like you just cry for days. I'm stuck with, I got these children, this home, I got all of this stuff. I have no way to get any income. He said, now I can show you who I am. He started supernaturally moving money. I got a check for money order for some thousands from the Department of Treasury on some lost money from 2018. Because when you're dealing with a narcissist, your money be tied up to the kingdom of darkness. Once you really let go of that thing and you determine I'm not going back, I don't care what that thing try to offer, he start releasing your money from the devil in his kingdom. The government said it was like a $4,000 check. That one came $6,000 check. I didn't even know I had money lost. They said from 2018. I'm like, what? That is how it worked. I can't even explain it because it's so supernatural. But that is how he started to teach me him as a father and a provider. Because I didn't know. I had fear. I was like, I was self-made. Like, I'm going to school. I'm gonna have this job. I'm gonna have this telehealth job. I had all of the jobs. Halloween after the Narc, fired, instant, nothing. And I was just like, whew, God, now what? But he had to do that for me because I had so much pride and fear mixed together because of trauma. And that's it. Like, I couldn't let go of me having that self-preservation. So God can only be limited because I would limit him. And then I would need to be dependent on people again once I got myself back up.
See, but that's
In
the
the
thing. A lot of
Lululand.
people want them to lose everything. But you know what? They're gonna, as long as they have enablers, I mean, it's not gonna last. They always got enablers. Even if they find somebody for a month, for
Yeah.
2 months, till they find something else, they gonna always have somebody that's gonna get them back on their feet. Because I know for a fact where this man has ran to and where he has been since he left this lady who he left me for, and he has lost everything. His car has been repoed, everything he
Mhm.
tried to do to me has happened to him. But he has found enablers who do not know who he is, and that's
Yes.
because he has relocated into two different
Yeah.
places, and
So
he's gonna always relocate.
It's always
ain't
relocate.
it something like ain't that kind of how they roll though?
Yeah.
They gotta. Hey, look, you know what? This town, everybody in this town know me. Let me get up out of here.
Yeah.
Let me go on and take this show on the road. Let me
See, but
get
now
somewhere where I
this
can
the thing,
manipulate.
Mario. He knew we came to this place and we both didn't have family. See, but when they plot against you. And so he knew I didn't have nobody when he left for this lady. And so now they into it. He had to leave because he soon realized he don't have nobody. And so the same thing he set me up for ended
Yeah.
up being the thing that
That's
happened
how it
to him.
ends up. But you know
And
what?
that lady is drama. So, and
That's
she
why
got
they
a
for the
lot of
streets.
men. So
The
he
streets.
knew
Hey,
he
look,
was gonna
this
get
gonna
his butt kicked staying.
Hmm. And that's what they need to be. They
happen.
for the streets. The streets know how to handle them. We be trying to rescue them. Like, we come here, hey, we can show you the life on the other side of the tracks. No, man, let the streets deal with them because they reap what they sow. They
Oh
sow them bad seeds. They're not even in their right mind. I mean, they not even. For us to have a conversation, you see how wonderful this is. We can process words and we can feel things, and we like, yeah, we can. They cannot do that. They
Mm.
are not
you know
even
what?
in their right
And
mind.
it's so funny because he's got his flying monkeys in full motion right now, playing like they telling stuff, being drunk and telling it to my sister, and she like, well, I'm just telling you for child support purposes. I'm like, girl, nobody chasing that man for no child support. It's about, oh, such and such was drunk and he slipped up and said he was in such and such and now he's in such and such. I said that wasn't a slip up. That was intentional.
It was intentional.
See, and kind of. So now y'all seeing what it's like when you really don't want to be bothered.
Yep.
He like, hey, I'm over here, and ain't nobody looking over here.
Nope.
Nobody checking for you. So now he got to put it out there. Hey, I'm in this city.
Yep.
Hmm.
I'm drunk. I'm in this city. You know, tell him
Yeah.
to come over here and chase me down for something, cause cause I need some attention real bad right now.
Ain't nobody trying to deal with the devil. Once they leave, and then you get your senses back. I had to ask the middle one, the fiance, the one with the kids. That one, okay. When he came back, I'm telling you, the odor was like death. It was just like it was a stench that I cannot explain. And I think the only thing he took off was his shoes. I don't know, but I had to air out the house. Like, if you ran over an animal and it died or something by the under the car, and a couple days later you recognize that smell, that was the smell. So this person is walking around smelling like an open cemetery, okay? And he going in different people's houses. That is the life that they are living. You
Yeah.
can't deal with that.
And
Because
you and
if you grew, you cannot go back and deal with that. That is, you won't even be able to handle it. I can't even breathe. I can't imagine just not breathing for days. I was like, you can't even step in and see the kids like that because you bringing in an odor that's messing with my respiratory system.
and you know what? They be having so many bodies. I'm sure he have so many more bodies. I'm positive he have so many more bodies. And then they think you want to ever sleep with them again. Sir, I do not want no spoiled sausage.
Ooh, right, exactly. I was like,
See,
I
you
don't
get,
even know
you
what medical book I can look up to find that
get,
particular smell. Trichomoniasis come close, but I don't know what you got going on, but you rotten from the like something is rotted, it's of decay, but you gonna have to figure out where to go. Maybe the little Cleveland Clinic, they're a specialist clinic. Maybe go there, donate yourself to science. I don't know, but you can't deal with these birds. I'm telling you. They done went off and they done went to the streets.
terrible, man. Y'all
They
are terrible.
I was working on that. I was talking to God about that. Like, God, I think I was a little harsh because the captain, I try not to say things like mean to people, and I'm really not mean. But the stuff I'll try to explain things so that people would know and have a visual because they've been through this, and that's the only way to explain it.
Shout out to my girl Patrice Bing. Thank you for sponsoring us tonight, Patrice. The love is felt. Yes, indeed. We're
You
having
always have those pathological liars that be like, "You just so mean," and blah blah blah.
Randy jumped on a ride on us real quick.
Huh?
I said, Shauna Randy jumped on a ride. Look, I'm saying, man, at the end, to me, just looking at what, the kind of life that they actually end up getting into, the way they end up, the way things end up later.
Yeah.
And not them narc, the narc for real, they never knew that the decisions that they made would end up the way it did. They didn't believe that. They thought that they was gonna run out here
Oh
into the.
man, let me come out of here.
Oh, okay.
Is he here or is it just us?
Nah, you back on now.
You back on. Yeah.
They did not know
I don't
what it
see
was
him.
going to turn into.
Oh
They,
boy, where's my towel? I'm sweating.
we can see that. We see But they thought that when
Can you hear me, Keisha?
Yep, I can hear you. We
Can you
can hear
guys
you
hear
and see
me?
you. Yep. We can let
You
me
can hear
type it.
me?
Can hear
we see
and see you.
and we hear you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Sheesh.
But you could tell they didn't think that it was going to turn into a situation like it did. They didn't think that, they really believed that the streets wanted them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They really believed that the streets was going to embrace them, and they really believed that they was getting a pass to be in the streets, and those streets was going to lead them to the promised land, and life would just be happily ever after. They truly believed that. And
Mhm.
they're out there, they day by day, now that they're out there, they can't believe. They cannot believe that they made those kind of reckless decisions that cost them everything. Not some of this stuff, everything. They out there running around like, wow, good God, did I just blow everything?
Yep.
Ain't no
Because they
ain't no way I blew everything just being reckless out here.
Uh-huh.
They cannot believe. They thought that they thought everybody that ever liked one of their pictures, one of their stories, everybody who looked at one of their stories, they believed that person want me. Wait till I get back in these streets.
Yep.
They were thinking, man, wait till I get in these streets. Man, it's going to be on. And they went out there and they found out not some, not most, they found out every person they thought was going to be solid. Every person they thought that was going to be solid, every person they thought they was going to have a relationship with, every person they knew they was going to get with.
And that's why
And watch all of it fall apart.
And that's why I tell people, y'all think that because they with that person for a long time that it means something. No, it just means that you still in the picture, because you have to step back and let that situation unfold, because that relationship was not built off substance. It was built off you. It was built off your tears, off your pain. And once they don't have you, they have nothing. They run to and move in with somebody. They don't even know how that person is. They don't know how it is to live with that person. All they know is what this person is showing them on the surface. Then when they get over there on that other side, it's something completely different. That person don't have their back. That person ain't going to do stuff you did to make sure they have money, make sure they have gas to get to work. That person was in for a benefit too. And when they ain't got nothing else to give, that person don't want them no more. They run to other narcissists. And that's all that's going on out there. That's why I tell y'all better get inside a bunker and take some food, because this is going to be a long ride for them, as long as they can't get a hold of none of us, because they trying and they trying to do everything to hold on to us now, because they know what it's like out there.
It's the narcopolis. We are not joking.
They know what's going on out here right now. They are not built for a situation that means that they have to be guys, listen. We have entered into a time where everybody's going to be held accountable, man. Nobody's going to be able to walk through this time that we in and not be held accountable. And that is their greatest fear. That is their greatest fear in life, that they are going to be held accountable by someone somewhere. That is their greatest fear. They don't want to have to go somewhere and wake up and, I got to be in this house and I got to go by this budget because, times is tight out here and these jobs they laying people off and it means that we're going to have to live a much more strict lifestyle, and they are not built for what's coming.
No,
Mine got felonies. It's like, this is how much the enemy can get in our mind, and our mind can play tricks on us. When I first started watching the show and calling Hario, and I was like ziggity boo, because you get ziggity boo no matter how professional or spiritual you get. If you succumb to one of these things, your mind can be gone. So I was ziggity boo, and I'm like, he married this young African girl, and he's like, she seemed like she can give him this great, wonderful life and don't have the responsibility. God, it took about a good year or two, like, for God really to break things down to me, for me to have clarity and understand, one, the facts. Okay, he's in adultery, period. That's just period. And then it turned into idolatry. Two, he got all these prison numbers. He's a con artist. Not once did he make a payment on any major bill in his household the whole time he was here. Three, he missing a lot of things. I ain't gonna go there with the T, but we all know it's a lot of things going on with that stuff. Four, he cannot maintain a household with bills and things. So we think like, he got somebody better. Five, which should be number one. The performance in the bedroom ain't going past the minute. So they be having this dysfunction going on where they got to take some things just to try to have a time. So this is the life of new supply. Dealing with somebody that has the function thing happening, then no bills, prison number, felonies. So it's difficult to get a job when you got felonies. The only job you really can do is be a scheming minister and getting money from people that's in pain, God's people. Guess who got a problem with that? God. It's a bad thing to be playing with God. That is never a good position to be in. That means you got curses coming from everywhere. He a liar and a thief. So according to the Bible, it's a scroll in his home right now with curses written on the front, with curses written on the back, that's guaranteed to have calamity. Because that translation with the curses, with the destruction or something where it mentions there, you break it down, it say karma, which is that deity of calamity. It literally mentions it by name. So when people be like somebody getting karma and all of that stuff, that's the word for that. That's what that means. So that is an entity that is sent out to cause destruction. Can't nothing stop them scrolls. So no matter how much we think they having a great time, they doing better than us, they doing that. When you got a heavenly scroll in your house full of curses, nothing good is happening. It's an illusion. We are tricking ourselves into believing a lie that they are spinning. Nothing good.
And you know what? I'm gonna just go there. If you think anybody out here right now ain't nervous about the economy, man, you just going along with the lie they telling.
Especially
Everybody out here right now is on the chopping block. We just in different places on that chopping block. That's all.
I see it, from the retail aspect. So I know there's a couple that owns a store, and they were complaining today because, they said the economy, and it was like, it's small business, they're hurting. And then, the fair, people are not even, it's not even as big as it usually would be. And then people now their kids at McDonald's versus buying the food over there at the fair. People don't have like that anymore. And then I've seen people go in the store and buy a box of macaroni just to get by for the day. So people out here are hurting.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying. You have right now, you have so many people out here. Listen, everybody is being affected. You go into the gas station, you go into the grocery store, you see what that electric bill looking like when it's coming to your house. It's summertime. Almost everything in the south part of the country, from coast to coast. And it ain't just the South. Everybody under this national heat wave. And it's hot every single day. Now, what does that have to do with it? What that has to do with is you see at the end of the month when that bill comes, you got to drink more water. There are things you have to have. You got to have water and heat.
Yeah.
Period.
And that's what
they drain and they draining all of us just a little bit at a time from different angles. You got to eat. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to eat. I mean, you might be able to fast, and I'm saying fasting is good for us. So, hey, we got to get more into them. I need to do me a 3-day myself right about now. Guys, all of this is part of the calamity. That calamity that, wow, look at the prices of this. Y'all seen what a car note look like lately?
Man.
I ain't even talking about a new car. I'm talking about a used car. Man, I remember back in the day, man, I was looking at old notes in my cell phone today of bills that I used to have years ago. A $300 car note. I had a $300 car note, y'all. Guys, you talking about now? Man, people paying $2,000 a month on some used cars. Everybody would have if you got a car note period, you paying more than $600 a month. You right around $600 a month. Okay.
I would be busting, taking the bus. Like I that's a lot.
But I'm saying when you look at
some favor these days.
what's going on out here, and then you have the leader of the country telling us, Medicaid's getting cut, and your pension. You got companies out here right now that are completely dropping the pension program. They're telling people we're no longer offering a pension.
Right.
So you done sat there and worked there for 25 years thinking you about to get a pension. And they're like, hey, man, we had to drop the pension program. We can't afford to pay it no more. Like, how? Because they're not paying you that much. But
it's Babylon. All of this is, if people can tackle that Marine Kingdom and that mammoth.
Oh, man, the people at the top, that's how greedy they are.
Yes, I agree.
Wretched they are, man. They look at us like we don't even deserve to be able to rest at some point. We don't have to work no more because we done worked all these years. You don't put 30 years in plus. Some people don't put in 40 and 50 years in companies. And then for what? For them to tell you, hey, man, you got to work till you die.
And you know what? It's so crazy because the cost of living has gone up. And when you are searching for apartments and stuff, they want credit score where you buying a house. They want, you to make 3 times the rent. How in the heck is somebody doing that in the economy like this? It's like these people are getting very, very, very greedy, and they'd rather sit on the property and let it rot than to let you live in it.
That's what I'm saying, because right now you look at, I see the videos, I see the TikTok videos that come out, because I'll be on TikTok sometimes during the day, and I'm looking in there, and it's like, whoa, people are actually making they're making videos, and I'm talking about people with jobs are saying it's a whole community of people that like either live in their car or live in a storage unit, right?
Mm-hmm.
These are people with jobs. Like, man, have you seen what it costs to live in an apartment? And then the qualifications. You got qualifications that people talking about to move into an apartment that are far more stringent than buying a home.
They're going to make they divide, like they're separating classes of people. They want everybody on a universal income. They want to chip them, seeing the patents. But when you have this kind of battle going on, there's a remnant that's set apart from all of that. They ain't going to be able to touch them. That's God's people. You're going to have to learn spiritual warfare. You're going to have to learn how to pray and really declare and decree some things off your finances. Every time the financial stuff start happening, they start messing with things. I got to go into warfare. That's a given, because I understand that we're dealing with a Marine Kingdom, and Mammon is in that kingdom. That's where money is driving off of. That's their little statues and everything they got up there. But when we understand who we are in Christ, and just how he had the fish come out the water and it was just enough money to pay them taxes, we going to declare and decree for our finances to be returned back to us. Money will start coming to you from the treasury. It's just going to be done a little differently, but we have to know who we are in this hour. This Babylonian system is a slave system. It's not designed to benefit us at all. But we are going to be victorious in this system. We got to just know how to fight.
Hey, Keish, you hit that right on the head. It's a slave system. It was created with blood money. Mm-hmm. And it don't work if the people are not enslaved. And guys, we might think we're not slaves. We might think we're not. Some of us think we're not slaves because we don't have the color of a slave. Slavery just means they controlling you. That's it. You ain't in control. These people control us through these bills, through your wants, your desires in life. You want to have a house? You want to have an apartment? You want to have a car? Okay, no problem. This how much this gonna cost you? They can turn a $30,000 car note into $800-900 a month.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have a perfect credit score? Oh, well, then you got to pay 20%.
25.
You got to pay this if you want to have this car. Man, you look at some of these videos on YouTube, it's people talking about every topic on here. The amount of cars that are that what people are paying for their car notes, their car insurance, what people how bad it has got. It has turned into another apocalypse of foreclosures out here for home owners and for car owners. The cars, man, the busiest job out here. Y'all looking for a job? Man, get a job on a tow truck. Become a snatch man. Though they got so much work, they don't know what to do. Now you might need to have a gun while you're doing that job, but that's one of the biggest things out here right now is car repossessions. Like, because you think about it, you in your neighborhood or you in a neighborhood now, they got I don't know about y'all areas, but I know where I live at. Man, in Maryland ain't as bad as DC. You in DC, man, I would never drive through DC if I don't have to. Again, every street in DC has speed cameras on there. Every street, everywhere you go, they got hit. I mean, they hidden in trees, up under bridges. Everywhere you go, them daggone cameras are clicking you every single day. They are trying to take people's homes if you got tickets backed up.
But you know what, Harry? You so behind the times. Ain't nobody use no repo man like that. They got GPS on your cars. They shut your car down. Ain't nobody.
That's crazy.
That's what driving it back to the place. You ain't making your destination.
That's but that tells you how they think way ahead of us.
But a lot of these people connected to Jesse in some way. If you're in a narcolepsy and you got a Jezebel in the midst, whether that person a friend, family member, relationship, or however, that's what they bring. You're going to have repossession, financial collapse. Jezebel messes with the finances, legal system, financial system, all of that.
Hold up a second. You think about why is it so difficult for people to get the credit for stuff when they have so many catch safes in place if you don't pay?
It ain't for us.
It doesn't make sense. It's a system that is derived off of slavery. It's a slave mentality. They don't have it set up so that it could be affordable, so you actually could afford it. No, they want.
That's what he put here to do. Like Satan's kids and them, they are put here to oppress the children of God. That's literally what it's saying in the Bible that they here to do. They gonna wear out the saints. Everybody trying to do the right thing, they gonna be wore out. Why? Because the Bible already said it's gonna happen. So we just walking out this prophecy. Now, what we can do is we just could be like, you know what? We gonna have our joy. They can't take your joy. They can't take your soul. They can't take your peace. I mean, it's a lot of things they can't take. They can mess with the money system and all of that stuff. God will provide.
They working on it though. Brother Hype Man, nerd of the word, thank you so much. He said thank to all of us for what we do. We appreciate your back, champ. Yes, sir.
I wanted to say this though. That's the point. The point is to exhaust us to the point that we're tired of doing good, that we're tired of doing right, that we're going to feel like we have to do something wrong in order for something good to happen to us. And that's the whole plan.
That's the plan. That's the plan. They like, okay, you're only going to be able to not eat for so long. You're only going to think about it. If you take half the jobs away from the country, half of them, and I mean, you talking about people that were in those jobs, and that means that some people are guaranteed to not have a job. Lots of people are guaranteed they're not going to have a job. So then what? So what do those people do? You saying you giving them 2 years 2 years on public. It's
They gave me 2 minutes.
and I'm saying
It
this.
was over a 6-figure job. 2 minutes. I
But
walked in there as soon as I typed in, no job. That's how this works.
I'm saying this. That tells me we can sit back and we can debate it and say the sky's falling. No. This world is ending.
Yeah.
This evil rulership, it's ending. As a matter of fact, it's ended, and we just don't see that it's ended yet. We just going along for this ride. That's why the ride is so bumpy now. It's just like, okay, guys, this plane is crashing. No, it's a difference between it crashing and it's crashed.
But I think the cherubims.
As long as they got somebody talking you through it, as long as that's why it's so important that you do not listen to these people. Because if you listening, they lying. And they're telling us, no. The economy is fine. The economy's fine.
The economy ain't been fast since I was born.
In this high. It ain't never been this bad. Oh, no. There are plenty of jobs. There's plenty of money. There's plenty of everything. We're fine over here. And ain't nobody fine now. You can't saying it, but you can see this. The money ain't what it used to be. It ain't nowhere near where it used to be. And now we sitting here like, okay, what we gonna be eating soon, y'all? You going to the grocery store? Y'all see what they doing in there?
But you know what? I want to on 2 points. I want to touch on the point that, you know, a lot of people may say, well, I make such and such an hour. I'm not a slave. You are. You're a slave to the money, which makes you a slave to the man. And so as long as you're going to feel like any type of money you make, even if it's good money, you're going to always have to work to maintain the lifestyle you created. That type of income is designed to make you live beyond your means. And now you have to continue to work in order to maintain that lifestyle. And then on the flip side of that, people don't understand Section 8 and welfare and all that is a system designed to keep you in poverty, because the minute you make just a tad bit more than what they feel like you can make, but it's not enough to get out there on your own, they cutting you off. So it's designed to keep you in poverty. There's not one person I know that's on food stamps or living in low income that's eating good. They are still starving. Some kids are still going to bed without food. That system is designed to make you fail.
There you go. It's a failing system that's designed to make everybody who's a part of it gotta fail too. And like Teron is saying in there, I forgot the name of the company. I know exactly what Teron is talking about. It's a company out here now that lets you finance your groceries.
Oh my gosh.
Your groceries.
The church is supposed to be picking the slack up, but Jesse didn't infiltrated the church. So that's why we're like, suffering the way that we are. And my ex had a 501c3 and they get donations, all of them donations from different places for food, but he was only doing it for supply, like giving, baby mamas, whoever, calling them to be like the hero. And for his own stock, he wasn't giving it to the community. And we dealing with swindlers on that level, but we will have to rely on God. Yeah, the banks are going to close. They literally made an announcement about 2 or 3 years ago where they said the currency is changing to a carbon-based currency. These metals and things, this means something. AI is not, it's an entity. It is literally a deity, the god of technology. And that thing literally come from the sea, and it needs food, people to survive. Like this, this is Babylon. This war is going to play out. Now we can do about it. They want our soul, they want our will, they want our mind. These data centers and all of that stuff, this stuff they put in bodies to measure your temperature, read this or read that. It's collecting data. Well, the entities feed on data. They're getting the technology from there. And so when they're feeding on data, and we're the data, they're taking your life force. That's why you're feeling fatigue, having headaches, having your hair fall out, having all of this stuff happen, because it's radioactive material from the demonic kingdom. But we have to understand that the Bible is real. People be like, oh, well, I'm not a, believe what you want to believe, but it's happening. So everything that they saying in them pages, hey, that's coming to fruition. So unless somebody else then wrote something thousands and thousands of years ago happening now, they can keep that. But when you see the spirit realm for yourself, I seen how the cherubims come down. God's army ain't no joke. We gonna be okay. He was showing, even though
listen, we don't know that we gonna make it through. Listen, the thing about
it is, rejoice. It's like when this happened, rejoice. The kingdom, our redemption is here.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. It's still gonna look a certain way though, because that's how this devil wants it to look. Like, oh nah, y'all might gonna make it, but it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be a rough ride. But y'all know what? We're gonna hold this horse until Friday. We're gonna keep it right where we got it. We're gonna come right back in here on Friday, and we gonna get it in, man. You gotta get in here early, because we going through the whole map. We taking the gloves off, and we talking about, we not just talking about the relationships. We gonna go through this financial picture, because guys, that's gonna be vital for everybody trying to make it to this next phase. We gonna help each other in a way that we never needed each other before.
But you know what? I couldn't be on the show last Friday because all the power in my area just went out of nowhere. And I didn't have no power to the next morning. It's like, I mean, it's just shut off in the middle of the night. And so I'm like, it's nighttime. How am I going to do my show? I mean, I couldn't even leave the house to even go anywhere to do it because there was no power. And then I guess the utility company had to come out and turn the power on, or maybe they did it from where they are. But I remember those blackouts in Chicago when I was a kid, how the damn near the whole city used to go dark. Have you guys ever had that happen to you? Because we used to have that a lot when I was a kid in Chicago. We called them blackouts.
We don't really have it unless it's but we've been having so many storms that we've been having them as well, but it's usually because of the thunder. Yeah, but just rolling blackouts.
We had a blackout.
But they have been talking about the rolling blackouts because the grid can't take, everything that's on there, and it hasn't been.
We had solar flares, monoliths are here. All of that came December 2020. We haven't. I mean, I don't even know how Nibiru, the little red planet, that's up there doing surveillance. I done seen that thing pop out a few times. We are at war with a kingdom that has materialized into our realm through CERN, opened up the abyss. So they're here. And we gonna have to learn spiritual warfare, because the only way we gonna fight these things is in the kingdom of God. Like we literally have to have a supernatural power to fight these things. They're just, that's it. It's not even a superhero movie. It's just basics. What they was doing back in the Old Testament, where the army would come and he was like, hey, we need an angel. The angel wiped out the army. We gonna have to be able to call on them angels. We're gonna have to do that because we about to see this stuff. The giants and all of them, they here.
It's coming down to, man. So look, y'all.
Y'all see, right? These teeth right here. Y'all got
to be in here on Friday going ham, and we not leaving no stone unturned, because it ain't no stone to be left unturned no more. So we're gonna leave y'all just like we came in here, with nothing but love, peace, and soul. See y'all on Friday night.
Bye, guys.
Yes, indeed. Good night, ladies. Thank y'all for coming, jumping in here impromptu like you did. It was wonderful. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Always a pleasure. See y'all on Friday.